Trigger warning about death. So my dad died about 3.5 weeks ago, and it really sucks. And I'm not sure what the appropriate timeline is for getting back to work and things like that when you're dealing with things like that. But I kept thinking, okay, well, it's probably time for me to get back to work. And so I put up a video that I had made right before he passed, and it just did not sit right with me. So instead, I have decided now to just today honor him by sharing what I have told him is the best piece of advice that he's ever given me. When I was 17, I had no idea what I really wanted to do for a living. I knew that I really enjoyed acting. I did not know at the time that being a behind the camera filmmaker was an option for Black girls. I had never seen it, no representation, that sort of thing. So anyway, beside the point here, just didn't see it. So I thought, well, I'll be an actress, but that's not like a career that's really sustainable for most people, is it? So maybe I'll be a lawyer instead, because that's supposed to be, the good career, or one of them. And it'll give me something to fall back on, instead of this acting thing. And so I'm having this conversation with my dad. I start telling him about my thoughts about this. So it's like in the courtroom, you can at least this is my logic for being a lawyer, by the way. It's not like I actually want to do it. I thought in the courtroom, you can kind of act, and you can be like, objection, Your Honor, and that could get out my desire to act as like closing arguments or whatnot. And my dad says, do what you want to do. Don't have a fallback on career. No. He said, no. He said, whatever you put 100% into is what you're going to get 100% out of. If you want to be an actress, then you need to do that, full stop. You need to give that 100%, because that's what you'll get out of it. And if you don't give it 100%, you won't get 100% out of it. You'll never know how far you can go with that. He said, and look, even if it doesn't work out, give it 10 years. Give it 10 years. And if it doesn't work out, you can always start over. And so I did. I went to film school. I loved it. I discovered that, wow, there's another side of filmmaking besides acting. And I loved it. And I'm so grateful. I tell him all the time, this is the best piece of advice you ever gave me, Dad. And so, anyway, I hope his best piece of advice to me is a helpful piece of advice to you. Yeah, hope this helps.